It's Tuesday the 14th of January in the Vendée Globe, the skipper's 65th day at sea, and we start off today, of course, with Charlie Dalin, the winner of the Vendée Globe 2024-25 and his incredible new record time. We hear his interview in full as he got back and crossed the finish line, and then we hear from Sam Goodchild, who has recently crossed the Doldrums, whereas he encountered a lot of rain and also seaweed. And then also from Boris Herrmann, who's just crossed the equator and gave a tribute to King Neptune with a tot of rum. We take a look at the tracker, the leaderboard, and then routing options for Jérémie Beyou, who's moved up to 4th place, and Romain Attanasio, who is leading the group from 14th onwards. And then we close with some aerial footage of the scenes in Les Sables as Charlie Dalin has finished.
Tell us about your feelings today.
I'm the happiest man in the world today, for sure. winning the Vendée Globe. That's my second Vendée Globe, and last time I only had line owners, I didn't win, and this time I did get the win. And we've been working with the team for 4 years on this edition, building this new boat, preparing this boat, upgrading the boat, and now it's done. And when I crossed the finish line, I felt things I never felt before. Like, that's definitely the best finish line crossing of my career by far, and that was just amazing. So much emotion, and like really happy to be back in Les Sables after 66 days of ultra fast sailing. I'm just really happy.
Tell us about the new record.
Yeah, a new record on the Vendée Globe. 8 days faster, I think, than the Armel's Leclerc. So yeah, it's amazing thinking that now we can sail around the world on monohulls in 66 days. That's just cool. And yeah, these boats are just fabulous. They're amazing. They can go really fast. They're really reliable now, and you can push hard. You can push. You're the limit. The boat takes it. That's the man. The skipper who's the limit for sure. And I push really hard, and thanks to Johan Richomme, I think that's one of the reasons why the record was beaten, because he pushed really hard and he forced me to push hard as well. And that was a really amazing battle with him around the world. And I'm looking forward to seeing him when he arrives, because he's amazing. He's a very, really good sailor. That was his first Vendée Globe, and it seems like he's done it like 3 or 4 times already. It looks like the Southern Ocean was like his garden, and I was really impressed by his performance. Merci.
So we found the Doldrums, grey, raining, and no wind. And we found Jérémie, still there, not going anywhere. Looks like we might see the sky, the blue sky coming. That'd be nice. There's seaweed everywhere, so you're going to see seaweed. We're passing the equator under a beautiful moonlight, and therefore I serve you a bit of rum to the boat, back into the ocean, to a good northern hemisphere, please. I give you an extra one. You let me through. There's less trouble. Big splash there. All right, Malizia, here we go. Northern hemisphere. Cheers, everyone. No clouds tonight. First night it is decent here. We just accelerated. All right. Ciao.
With Charlie Dalin now finished, the focus switches to Johan Richomme, who is making his way along that French coast, currently making 9.6 knots with a distance of 101 nautical miles to go. This means he should make it tonight if all things are equal. The wind angle looks like it's improving a little bit. As to whether he does, though, we will see. The wind, if it stays up, fine, but otherwise it may be the early hours of tomorrow morning that he arrives in Les Sables. In third place, Seb Simon is making excellent progress across the North Atlantic between the Azores and France and is using that southerly breeze, and that means he can use that port foil, which is undamaged at the moment, and so 22 knots, excellent speed for him. And lots happening in the battle for fourth, with Jérémie Beyou overtaking Sam Goodchild and also Paul Milhat. They're very close together, all three of these. We've got Nico Lundven in 7th place, taking an eastern option, and big gains for Justine Metro, who's moved up to 8th place using that eastern option, and so has overtaken both Thomas Rouillon in 9th and Boris Herrmann, who's now down to 10th. Moving to the South Atlantic, we can see that Benjamin Dutroux and Clarice Kramer are only separated by 3.5 nautical miles, and Sam Davis is just 88 nautical miles further back. And then off Rio de Janeiro, we have the group from 14th onwards, led by Romain Attanasio, who we'll do a PredictWind routing option for later. And then a real split between east and west. Out to the east, we've got the group led by Jean Le Cam, the leading daggerboard at the moment. But then across to the west, we've got a group which includes Giancarlo Pedote. And look at this, Conrad Coleman making some real gains in 22nd place. He was away back from this group, but now really closed up. And this light wind band ahead could play to his advantage as long as he holds the wind himself. The leaderboard at 10:00 hours UTC confirms that amazing win for Charlie Dalin, and Johan Richomme making his way to the finish line, 106 miles to go at that point. Seb Simon, as we can see, in 3rd place. Jérémie Beyou, as we saw, up to 4th. And just take a look at Justine Metro's average speed over the last 24 hours, 18.63 knots, whereas Thomas Rouillon, 11.64, and Boris Herrmann, 12.83. The PredictWind routing option for Jérémie Beyou in 4th place, compiled by SailWorld.com's New Zealand editor Richard Gladwell, showed to start off with pretty solid northeasterly trade winds before that band of light pressure, which occurs about the latitude of the Canary Islands. And then, as approaching the Azores, a deep depression in the North Atlantic makes its way a little bit further south than we've seen previously. And as he approaches the Bay of Biscay, he'll be using the influence of that, and then again easterly breezes on Thursday the 23rd or Friday the 24th of January as he comes into Les Sables. For Romain Attanasio, who is currently leading the group in 14th, further south in the South Atlantic, it looks like, first of all, using those southeasterly trades in the South Atlantic before what looks like an enlarged doldrums, the intratropical convergence zone around the equator. And that's going to take a while to navigate his way through, and then going into those northeasterly trades in the northern hemisphere up the North Atlantic. They look relatively strong as he makes his way past the Cape Verde Islands. And then after this, it looks like in about 10 days' time, a large depression will be developing in the North Atlantic. This looks like it could bring 45 to 50 knot breezes. And so the diversion further to the east looks like it will be necessary as he makes his way towards the Bay of Biscay and the finish line. Thank you for watching this update. The race may well have been won, but our coverage is going to continue. These skippers are making incredible efforts as they make their way around the world, and so our daily updates will cover as they all come into Les Sables d'Olonne. Please do subscribe to our channel using the button down here, and take a look at sailworld.com and yachtsandyachting.com for all the latest news in the world of sailing.